My first morning in Samarkand, and Zamir suggests I relax and shake off the rigors of the road. So we head to the center of the city to visit a 100-year-old Uzbek spa, or banya, a mirror image of the Arab public bathhouse or hammam. And I could certainly go for getting the kinks out.
Okay, so welcome to banya.
I tell you, dear viewer, as I unwittingly sip my tea, I have no idea what's in store for me. Down the stairs and through a little dungeon-type door, I walk unknowingly towards the most prolonged, agonizingly painful, not to mention humiliating experience of my life. Uzbeks claim that despite the agony of a deep tissue massage, there are medicinal benefits such as increased circulation and improved respiration. I guess I'll find out.
Just lie down, stretch yourself, enjoy.
That's hard. It's not exactly a Sealy Posturpedic, is it?
Seen the movie Midnight Express? Let me tell you, Zamir has a lot to answer for getting me into this. Notice, by the way, that he doesn't partake. It's a mixed blessing that I'm so concentrated in the next hour or so on not screaming out loud in pain that I'm fairly oblivious to the sexual humiliation. It starts out harmlessly enough as I'm mounted from behind by an oiled-up would-be interrogator in a freaking Speedo like some Miguel Pinheiro prison drama, but it only gets worse. Believe it or not, even laying on a hard rock with my face buried in a sweat rag, this is the good part.
Local people know that you're a very stoic man. You could, stand any torture like massage.
Yes, torture. This guy is driving my heel back into the base of my spine, then sitting on it. This would be in any other circumstances prohibited by the Geneva Convention.
Yeah, I sat through Oliver Stone's last movie. I can make it do anything.
No complaints, right?
Oh, no, it's feeling good. I have high expectation this will be good for me.
I can't describe to you how much this hurt and for how long. It's taking every bit of strength I have to not start weeping and crying and begging for mercy.
Ouch!
Interrogation specialists will tell you that every man has his breaking point. I've just about reached mine. I'll say anything you want. Rachel Ray is a brilliant cook. The Chicken McNugget is healthy and delicious. Hootie and the Blowfish, they were the best band ever. Anything. Just make it stop.
I'm assuming that something hurts that much, it's gonna make me feel really good later.
Okay, we'll see.
Oh my God, I feel spit roasted.
Zamir has a strange, it ain't my fault look on his face. But it is, Zamir. It is.
Tony, how was it?
I think that was probably the most prolonged agony I've ever been in my life.
Oh, really?
I think there were points at which it was the most excruciating pain I've ever been in, but it was also the most prolonged excruciating session of excruciating pain. I mean, Nietzsche says that which does not kill me makes me stronger, and I'm clinging to that as I lapse into paralysis and incontinence. I better be the healthiest guy at the wedding, Zamir.
And you look like a new man.
You got a lot
look
to
like
answer
20
for.
years younger.
A barrage of horn blasts from the wedding limo signals the groom's arrival. The wedding celebration is, of course, an important part of Uzbek life and is usually celebrated in a grand way. However, I'm surprised to find that though it's a Muslim ceremony, the bride and groom are dressed in traditional European wedding garb. Just another example of East meets West in this land of fusion. You may notice the stoic look on the bride's face. Zamir assures me that modesty is the appropriate expression for her throughout the day. As the wedding gets underway, the soon-to-be married pair circle a small fire meant to promote the fertility of the union. Next comes a key moment in the ceremony. The bride must enter the house with her left foot, or 7 years of bad luck will follow. Or was it the right foot? Or was it good luck? Does anybody here speak English? Once inside the groom's house, where the bulk of the religious customs are to take place, the couple receive the marriage prayer, explaining the rights and obligations of their union. Since bread is considered holy in Islam, it's often a vital element of the marriage ceremony. Here it's placed into the groom's coat as a symbol of abundance, rich life, and luck. Rounding out the ceremony, the bride and groom nibble honey off each other's fingers to encourage and celebrate the sweetness of life, which is kind of hot, I think. Formal procedures complete, the bride and groom head off for the reception. Zamir and I follow behind, presents in tow.
Okay, let's roll.
I'm worried. A cradle, a piss pot, and a catheter. Is it certain that these are good gifts? Only one way to find out. In Uzbekistan weddings, foreign guests with television crews in tow are expected to make a speech. So Zamir and I go for a last-minute strategy session outside and another of many fortifying shots of vodka for courage.
Signal. You're going to signal. We go. Yeah.
Moment of truth. The wedding crashers cue. No turning back now.
I want to thank the bride, the groom, and their families for allowing the world and us to see what family and community mean in Uzbekistan. And I hope that the bride and the groom will accept our gift in good health and make good use of them. And cheers to everyone.
Well, now that I've graciously thanked our hosts for their hospitality, it's probably time to insult them with what I'm sure is going to be an offensive gift. Wait a minute. This seems to be working. The crowd seems pleased. I think I even saw the bride crack something resembling an embarrassed smile.
I think we did all right.
Yeah, I think we did well.
Like I've been saying all along, a cradle makes the perfect gift at an Uzbek wedding. Never doubted it for a second.
But I think we did really well. Most important, the crowd liked it.
Everyone liked it.
And the groom looked happy.
Definitely.
Well, I say we go back in there and bask in the love.
And do some dancing, maybe. Maybe the
No. That ain't happening.
I'm ready. I'm in the right
No,
spirit.
your number one job as my friend
Okay.
is anyone wants me to dance, you hustle me out of the building like Secret Service.
All right.
By the time Zamir and I go back inside, the entire wedding party is lurching incrementally towards dance fever, and I'm getting scared. Okay, there's hope. Zamir heroically throws himself into the fray, perhaps hoping to distract the attention of a dangerously attentive belly dancer. Protect the talent, Zamir. Remember, protect the talent. Yeah, thanks a lot. He points my way and she's on me like a heat-seeking missile. Sure, why not? Who am I kidding? I've got no pride left to protect after this episode. Why not spastically sway drunkenly around the dance floor in front of the cameras? What shred of dignity is left to me anyway? None. None at all. I may as well endorse adult diapers or Cialis after this. I have jumped the shark. Right about now.
This is not the way I want to make a living, okay? This is the last time.
I begin my investigations in Cairo, Egypt's capital city. It's the largest city in Africa and the largest in the Arab world. Its cultural and political center. People keep calling out to me two names.
Ali Baba, Omar Sharif.
It's crowded, insanely crowded. People and vehicles moving in impossible to interpret patterns. It's a pretty friendly place, this cacophonous maelstrom of rich, poor, the busy, and the wish they were busy.
Beautiful. It's a beautiful city. Big. I like it. Cairo smells good. The climate's nice. I don't know, it just feels good.
The quintessential Egyptian breakfast is something called fool.
First meal in Egypt.
Tucked away in this side street of a downtown neighborhood is a cart, like many hundreds of others, that's been serving fool for over 35 years.
One, I'm told that about 90% of residents here have this for breakfast every day. The utility breakfast of working people in Cairo.
What is fool? It's cooked and mashed fava beans simmered slowly in a copper pot. Oil, garlic, chili pepper, and a few other spices are added.
Oh yeah, the deluxe version. Excellent.
It's served with a side of pickled vegetables here and always eaten with a lot of Egyptian flatbread.
It's basically really nutritious filler, a way to fill your stomach for real cheap. They call it a rock in the stomach. It's actually really good.
This is important to note. The fool is basically something to scoop with or soak bread in. It's the smaller component in what for many poor Egyptians is the main meal until dinner. A lot of bread, a little fool. Now worldwide, the price of basic staples like flour and rice and cooking oil has doubled. So what you're seeing here, a simple dish of beans, a stack of bread, is a vital equation that can very likely determine the future of the country.
I'm ready for the pyramids. Oh, I'm not seeing the pyramids. There's some Mad Max going on here. There doesn't seem to be any traditional lane system here. Directional's pretty much optional. Well, if it's possible to have a harrowing ride in slow motion, I guess that would kind of describe it.
Khan el-Khalili Market, one of the biggest bazaars in the Middle East. It's a town of markets and shops that represent Cairo's origins as a commercial and trade center at international crossroads. It's still all about business of all kinds. And there is, of course, something for everybody, from the gold and spices of ancient times to T-shirts and tourist junk.
It's the knick-knack district. Was that coffee? Cafe?
Spices, it is good. It is good for the stomach.
Yeah. Mumtaz.
Mumtaz, you speak Arabic?
Festive mystery beverage tastes like Fernet Branca.
Shukran. Maliki. I have no idea what that was. Hey, what was that?
Perhaps I could find a professor of, say, sociology to help explain the importance and historical context of some of this stuff. Like this guy, Dr. Saeed of the American University in Cairo, who, as luck would have it, specializes in matters relating to foodways and culture. What a break!
The oldest spice market in the Middle East.
Let's look at it.
Spices. Where do I begin? Saffron, indigo, incense, cloves, henna, cardamom, chamomile, cinnamon, ground chilies, hibiscus. The spice trade grew up in the Middle East around 2000 BC.
Historically, I mean, this was the center of the spice world. First of all, this is where all the spices from further east came from India. You grew spices here as well. What made them desirable?
Ancient Egyptians discovered that when you embalm, you can keep meat, and so they began to use it in food.
Spices were among the most expensive, luxurious, and desirable products available in the Europe of the Middle Ages, preserving and flavoring foods and masking the scent of, well, smelly Europeans for whom bathing was something of a once-in-a-blue-moon activity. Great fortunes were made selling, transporting, and finding sources of spices, all of them imported from plantations in Asia and Africa.
Spices were used as a means for trade, barter trade. Instead of paying cash, you would pay in spices.
The control of trade routes and finding shorter ways around existing trade routes and discovering new supplies was the main reason for the age of European discovery and expansion.
Christopher Columbus convinced the Spanish royalty, I will get you jewelry, diamond, and spices.
So really, the whole move of Western exploration as we know it was a desire to cut out the middleman.
Exactly. Europe craved spices.
But really, at the very beginning, you know, at the first use of spices, spices were life itself. They preserved meat so that you could eat, so you could survive. Now, this is the sort of thing that would make any chef very, very, very happy. To them, it's a world of possibilities of refined use of spices to make food delicious.
Maybe some are not using them as much, but I don't think you can find any home in the world today that doesn't have some spices.
Yeah.
Doesn't exist.
I would like to eat some of those spices, like on a bird, perhaps.
One of the most popular delicacy that comes to us from ancient Egypt time is stuffed pigeon.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
That's still available around here?
Inshallah, we will try it.
Now, I love pigeon. Most of my fellow New Yorkers refer to them as rats with wings, but not chefs. Chefs know they were imported to New York originally as food. In most cultures, however, they are still highly regarded as a delicacy, and specially bred as they are here in Cairo, on rooftop coops or in the countryside. At Farahat restaurant down a narrow alley in the middle of the market, people don't feed pigeons. Pigeons, rightly, feed people.
This is not an everyday dish. This is a special, this is a
Yes.
delicacy.
Yes, a pigeon was always a delicacy to have this kind of bird. And the newlyweds, there was also a belief that the pigeon would be like an aphrodisiac.
Aphrodisiac, huh? Yeah, right. If everything I've had described to me in my travels as an aphrodisiac actually worked, half the world would be walking around with a boner. You'd get pregnant just taking the bus or a subway. First, the pigeon's cavity and neck are stuffed with rice seasoned with cinnamon, cardamom, and bay leaf. Then simmered in stock until tender, before being rolled in spices and seared in a pan until caramelized. The birds are served with tahini, the usual salad side of cucumbers and tomatoes, and pickled vegetables.
This is soup.
Soup.
Yes, pigeon soup.
Ah, nice. Let's eat. So, what first?
Try the tahina.
Good. Love it.
Soup from pigeon. It's very heavy. But
Oh,
it's
terrific.
very good.
No, that's good for you too.
Sometimes good for you is also really good.
That's delicious.
Utterly delicious, by the way, no two ways about it. You don't have to be an adventurous eater, just dig in. They're great.
In America, we've kind of lost sight over time with another great culinary tradition because all the great cultures of the world eat pigeon as a delicacy. I mean, certainly the French, the Italians, everywhere in the Arab world.
It was popular in medieval Europe.
Yeah.
Eating pigeon.
No, it's still popular in France, so you'd find it in the very finest restaurants.
So, next time a pigeon craps on your windshield, lure him into a cage, feed him abundantly for a few weeks, then kill him and eat him. That'll teach him.
For a little bird, that's a nice meal.
Nassif House is one of the oldest homes in the city. Known until the 1920s as the house with the tree, because, like, there's a tree out front, and it was the only tree in town.
I would like to introduce you to engineer Sami Nawar.
Welcome.
Mr. Nawar is a walking library.
Wow, excellent.
The hallways were built wide enough and the steps gradual enough so that camels could haul goods all the way up to the roof. And up there, one of the most spectacular views in Jeddah.
This is really cool.
This is the direction of Mecca. The pilgrims come by ship, and then they rest, relax in the houses, and then they take a camel caravan, and then they go towards Mecca. We are acquainted with foreigners and people coming in as a gate.
As a port city.
Yes, yeah. Like New York, in a way.
Uh-huh.
Yes,
This structure on top,
yes.
for entertaining, for...
This is the best room in the house.
This is where Danya's arranged for a group of family and friends to join us for dinner. Dinner itself is getting whipped up elsewhere in the neighborhood as something other than your usual stove is required. A whole lamb, roasted in a traditional coal-fired oven dug into the floor. And plenty of rice, something you see here more than elsewhere in the Arab world. Our delivery arrives in short order, but dinner waits for the call to prayer. For a while, everything stops. Vendors close shop, and no matter where they are, people take time out and pray. Five times a day, the call from the mosque is a haunting and quite beautiful reminder that here, faith governs life. For a Westerner, it's a reminder of where you are, Remove from what you see on TV, what you might already think or assume. If you can put all of that out of your head in a vacuum, it's lovely and impressive.
All right, okay.
Oh, look at that. Oh, that's fantastic. Nicely done.
You like it?
Yeah.
The near ubiquitous condiments and sides: hot sauce, salad, yogurt, and honey.
Let's just start. Everyone dig in.
In traditional style, meat is pulled from the bone and eaten with the hand or pinched between folded bread. The lamb, tender, juicy, and really flavorful.
Oh, this is good. Wish I could eat like this all the time.
Food being pasta,
You know, I think people should relax when they eat. You know, it should be fun.
Right.
As a guest of honor, you can have the tongue and the brain.
Oh, lovely. Thank you.
That's a brain? That's pretty small.
This is that.
Oh. See? Because you were asking earlier, so we're not going to be eating sheep eyes, remember? And I said maybe.
No, I said, so you're not going to be eating it. So I like that. This is the good stuff.
What I'm beginning to notice, by the way, is that it's not just Dania with a sense of humor around here. People actually laugh at themselves. Irony is not an unknown quantity.
Home with me and my
There's a cheerful, whimsical, good-humored, and sophisticated atmosphere very much at odds with the kind of humorless fanaticism I was led to expect. Imagine, if you will, a huge, covered structure shielded from the rays of the sun, where not just one, but many businesses of every variety are housed under one roof.
Even though I'm not a big mall rat, Saudi culture is really mall culture. The two things that people do here is eat and shop.
Rides for the kids, a water show, all the Western brands, and clothes not likely to be worn ever in public.
See, look, I told you, high heels, stilettos. Even though we're walking around in abayas, and this is what people see usually on the outside, underneath we're dressed like that.
At home, among just family, that you can go around like that.
Or if we're in an all-female gathering.
Oh man, the competition must be brutal.
You know
if
what?
it's all girl, wait a minute, you're just dressing for other women? And it's all about in your face, bitch. Better than last year.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God.
I know.
You've got the Terror Dome up here.
They have air hockey, my favorite thing ever. You want to
Really?
play a game? Don't cheat.
I was, by the way, the champion air hockey player on my tier at Attica. Should I mention that to Dania? Nah.
Yes!
Okay.
Yes!
Fear not.
Yes! Yes! Yeah! That was so close. That was really, really
Without the fear of imminent sodomy, I guess I lose focus.
good game, good game.
That's okay, Dania's buying dinner. Al-Baik, Saudi Arabia's far superior alternative to the deep-fried coprophiles over at the Colonel.
Chicken time.
The legendary and much-loved Saudi staple, the very name of which will cause the most unsmiling of locals to grin with anticipation.
Well, here we are at Al-Baik.
Chicken with top hat and formal wear. So you know it's got to be good. Okay, but quandary already. Single section or a family section? What does this mean, really?
The single section means it's the men's section.
Right.
Family section's for everyone else.
Okay, so basically I'm allowed in there.
Yes.
Okay, so it's not like they're segregating men and women. They're segregating families, men and women together,
Right.
kids.
Yes.
Down here, guys only.
Right.
Let's get some chicken.
Let's do it.
At Al-Baik, the chicken is marinated in spicy sauce and then broasted like you know who used to do. Of course, there are nubbity things, I believe they call them nuggets here, and strangely cut potatoes, which have been, curiously enough, fried in oil. Quite good, to tell the truth.
Oh, it smells good. Come on.
Oh, yeah.
In keeping with community standards, a little privacy with your chicken.
And the whole door thing and everything, right?
Gives you privacy.
An excellent idea, by the way, because what I do with my fried chicken, it ain't pretty.
All right, this is the garlic sauce?
That's the garlic sauce.
Creamy garlic sauce, no less.
You know what's great about this place is that usually all these big fast food chains, they suck.
Right.
This is our own local fast food chain, and honestly, I think it's great.
No, all right.
Try a nugget.
I have to
You
try.
have to.
I
Just
have to
try
tell you, they look truly appalling. And the shape, chicken does not come in an oblong shape. I'm kind of against it.
You're allowed to eat it.
But you're right, that looks like real chicken in there.
It is.
That is good. Shape is unfortunate. Well, I'm loving this. But, I mean, I guess this is an appropriate time to ask, just about any restaurant you go into, you are going to have that single section and family section. The fact is, they segregate the sexes here. What do you say to a Western woman who automatically and instinctively would be very pissed off at this notion?
When somebody mentioned that to me just recently, I was thinking, oh, I never thought of it that way. I always thought of it as the way that, well, they're segregating the men. It's not like they're pushing the women off into the corner. They're taking the single men and pushing them off into a corner.
It seems to assume the worst of men's predilections, behavior, etc. That men will behave badly.
They do.
And that that might be common ground, actually, with the people I'm talking about. What about the rest of the world? Would the rest of the world be better off this way? What do you think?
I don't think that there's anything wrong with the way things are in Italy, in France, in the United States, in Malaysia, in China. There's an intermingling of the sexes everywhere in the world, you know? But I think that culturally things have been the way they are here for so long that it's gonna take time for things to change if they do. I feel it's a very family-oriented society, and so the family gets the upper hand kind of thing, you know?
Or preferential treatment.
Exactly.
On a lighter note, this chicken's really good.
You like it?
Yeah, I'm liking this a lot.
Good, I'm happy.
The hours before dawn are usually a quiet time in Istanbul, as in most cities. But I'm visiting during the holy month of Ramadan. For practicing Muslims, that means a total fast from dawn to dusk every day for around 28 days. Not a sip of water, not a bite of food, and we're only in week 2. So for working Muslims in particular, that means a very early rise for breakfast.
We are going to eat sahur. Sahur means midnight eating in the morning.
Meet Ishan, Muslim, working taxi driver, historian, guide, entertainer, critic, jack of all trades, and character. It's 4:30 in the morning, and no way I'm up at this hour, but for Ishan, this is his regular routine for the rest of the month. Even hungry and sleep-deprived, he can't help do what he does so weird and so well.
Behind this wall, the Greek church. This is Jewish hospital on the right side. This is the Bulgarian church, about 100 years old, completely metal. Döner kebab.
This is it. Last chance to eat or drink anything until after dark.
This is my food until evening 8 o'clock.
There are a surprising number of people already up and out at this hour. First prayers of the day come right after this meal.
Ramadan is fasting for God, for Muhammad. Little bit less work, little bit more religious thinking.
Now, all of us spend a lot of time with Ishan, and I've seldom met anyone who loves his job so much or works so hard.
Every day I saw same place, but still I love this city.
It's very beautiful here.
Merhaba, my friend. How are you?
He seems to know everybody in town. The history, date of construction, name of architect of every mosque, church, school, bridge, and palace in Istanbul. Who built them and why.
This is the mosque named Mihrimah Sultan, his spice market. 13th century building there. This is second bridge, building 1985.
Also, where to score a few figs for an unbeliever who's having trouble sticking to his fast.
Thank you.
Let's Go like real taxi driver. Sinanay, sinanay, hoppa sinay, sinay, katibine, kolalı da gömlek.
Being around Ishan is like being in somebody else's reality show. We're all bit players, satellites of planet Ishan.
Hello, my friend. Welcome to my Rolls Royce. And Frenchman shouting, ooh la la, help, ooh la la, ooh la la. No money, no honey. Of course, my horse. Adamın kafasını bozuyorsun.
Yeah, like he said.
For sure, we saw the sights, and they were worth seeing.
Tony, this is the Blue Mosque, is the 6th minaret. I love this mosque.
A visit to the Blue Mosque is pretty much obligatory and pretty damn impressive, if you ask me.
Wonderful.
Getting crazy from hunger now.
I want baklava. I want kebab, shish kebab, chicken kebab. Tony, please don't talk about food. Tony, do you like here? This mosque name is Sultan Ahmed. This is 12th century. This flag is color blood. Now you can see. Look. Let me go now. Come on, come on. Come on, Tony. Come on. We are seeing a lot of plates, more plates. Over there, this is cistern, Tony. This is the building 6th century, 542 the years. Inside, 360 column, 12 by 12. Incredible, like a magic inside.
I wandered the Basilica cistern for a while, the massive atmospheric subterranean space that used to store the city's water supply. It's really something to see. Finally, back at the Blue Mosque for the iftar meal at day's end.
Follow the smell of burning meat.
Sometimes after I've been traveling a lot into many different places, I forget for a moment where I am. When people are friendly and English is common like here, things start to lose their foreignness. One place becomes like another. Families, parents with kids, familiar Western brands. I feel both at home and nowhere in particular. But then something, some small detail, a sound, a smell of something cooking, brings things back into focus. Once again, I'm outside, looking in. The call to prayer signals the end of today's fast.
So how's that feel? Good?
My headache is getting slowly gone.
So do you load up on food? On the way home, you're going to stop and get a doner kebab?
Tonight also, yeah. First, a few days is not easy. But now, stomach get used to. First 3-4 days,
Hard.
you will be more headaches.
Well, I feel better.
Thank you, Allah.
Riding around with Ishan, it was easy to read his comic patter and sense of humor as being a common denominator with so many cabbies everywhere. But he's not from everywhere. His is a very modern, particularly Turkish sensibility. Devout, yet tolerant in his faith. This grandiose vision of a new 21st century world capital was the design of one man, Sheikh Mohammed, the ruler of Dubai. His vision was to create a commercial center, a shipping and transportation hub that would be the envy of the world, with tax-free zones and a vacation wonderland for the rich. But with the economic downturn of 2008 and last year's default on a loan of $60 billion, there's been a pause for breath as the world tries to figure out what's the reality and what is only dreams. As always, there's another side of the story and another side of town. Emiratis, natives to Dubai, are only a tiny minority here in their own land, about 5%. Another 20%, expat professionals. What about the rest? Who actually lives here? And who built this place? Who maintains and operates the day-to-day affairs of a megalopolis?
Wow, that wind is wild.
We're looking at a dust storm.
Because I can feel the sand in the air.
This is just the start of it.
Really?
It really blows, it blocks out the sun.
Really?
Meet Joseph. He's taking me to Ravi, where the working class go for a taste of home. You don't come to Ravi for the decor, you come for the food. The menu includes familiar Punjabi dishes, many served in delicately aromatic curries with hot, fresh-baked naan bread.
Okay, now this is a Pakistani restaurant.
Yes, it's from Lahore. They opened here in 1978. It's been in the very same location ever since. Lots of people know this. It's very popular in the evening. It's jam-packed. It fits the pockets of the common man.
And what's the specialties of the house?
Curried mutton, maybe chicken tikka.
Perfect. Sounds good.
This is what I usually have on the weekends.
What is this?
The starter, it's curd with water, slightly salty, but refreshing. When the temperatures hit really hot, this is the best thing to have.
That's lentils?
Yes, that's lentils.
Beautiful.
Would you like to try the chili as well?
Oh, yeah, I like that.
I think we should let the gravy soak into the bread a little.
Yeah. That's delicious.
It's good?
You were born here?
No, I was born in India. You know, for a month I was born, my mom brought me back. My parents have been here for 36 years.
Right.
My dad worked in a bank. My mom was a nurse. There were thousands of Indians. Even now, we still have lots of Asians who work here. So when I say Asians, Indian, Pakistanis, Sri Lankans, Filipinos, we make up a majority of the population here.
Over 75% by some accounts. How this majority is treated has received its share of unflattering press.
So you're a citizen?
No. This is one place that doesn't give us citizenship.
What if you're born here?
No, you don't get it. Dubai takes care of its own citizens. The Emiratis are very well taken care of.
We know that. We know they're taken care of spectacularly well. Absolutely. But what about you?
Me, see, I have a job. I'm doing pretty well. I can drive the car that I want. I can stay out late. I'm a Christian. I face no discrimination. Who I am is because of Dubai. A lot of people have problems, but when you look at it overall, it's still a very good option. And you ask people in India or South Asia, do they want to come to Dubai? Yes, absolutely.
So what do you think people don't understand about Dubai? Look, from the outside looking in.
The thing is, they forget this is a place which supports a lot of countries because a lot of Asians depend on Dubai for their families and their income. See, in the end, Dubai allows expression. You can express your views to a point in Dubai. Look around you. We are sitting in a Pakistani restaurant, me being an Indian. This wouldn't be possible in India.
It wouldn't be possible in India.
Yeah, you have a Pakistani owner, you have Indian waiters, you have a crowd here from Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Pakistan, eating.
That's unusual for the world, for anywhere. So whatever arguments you might have had previously, you leave them behind when you come here.
Absolutely. That's Dubai for you.
Mutton, extraordinary. This is delicious.
Okay.
Chicken, awesome. I like this place.
Yeah?
Good atmosphere, yes.
Last meal in Dubai, and it's a good one.
Hey, good to see you again. Thanks for having me. Good to see you again.
My new friends Payman and Mohammed Param were raised here. The aromas of saffron, cumin, coriander. It's Friday evening when friends and family come together. Payman and Mohammed grew up in this house, and father Younes, mother Suraya, siblings Sahar and Hassan still live here. Neighbor Salim lives nearby. We sit down to enjoy a traditional feast prepared by Suraya with a little help.
You know, everybody says that we eat too fast. But in this house, if you don't eat fast, you don't eat.
It's gone. I don't think that's going to be a problem today.
I think it's very rare that you find just one type of food on our table. My mom has to cook 4 or 5 different things.
So I think we're ready to dig in.
We told our friends and family that you're coming, so the whole community actually sent us food for you. They're like, yeah, well, we'll send you this, and we'll send you that, and we'll send you this.
Tony, this is what we call regag. It's sort of like a crispy pancake, and what we put on it on the other side is oil and this fish sauce, which we call mashawa, which is very indigenous to this region. So please help
Try
yourself.
a piece of that, see what you think. Yeah, absolutely.
This is another type of bread. This one is called khamir, softer. And again, what we have on top of that is some oil and also the fish sauce as well. We've got samosas. They're done a little bit differently, so you may have tried maybe the Indian samosa. This is more, I guess, the local way of doing it, so the spices are a bit different. And this is what we call bhajia, which is batter onions, which is quite good as well. Again, similar to what they have in India, but a little bit localized. Fried zubaydi fish, one of the preferred regional fish. This is kachumbar, and that's basically tomatoes, onions, and a lot of lemon. And then we've got the rice, which is garnished with saffron, and also berries and pistachio.
In Arab culture, no guest is allowed to leave until bursting at the seams.
Tony, I'm going to ask you to come with us, and we'll actually go over there to the rice and the meat. This is what we call the rouzi, the 2 full lamb.
Nice.
I'm gonna give you a Flintstone size. You don't have to eat it all, okay?
So you do this as a family a lot?
Every Friday.
Basically, we go to the Friday. There's Friday prayer. So most people go to Friday prayer, and then right after Friday prayer, we get together and have lunch.
What was it like for you guys when you were kids? I mean, this whole city has grown up in astonishing 10 years. How different was it?
Dubai was much cozier, much smaller. You'd know people by their license plates. Since 2001, it's just become another city. It's been a good development. The new generation is really much more open-minded. They're much more culturally sensitive. We have 180 nationalities now in Dubai, so there's a lot to learn from those people, a lot of influences from them into the culture here, and that's good.
The generation you grew up in grew up with certain values and certain expectations. How do you maintain those when in the space of only 10 years, I mean, the world that your kids are going to grow up in is going to be a very, 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 as far from grandparents' world, physically at least. That's difficult in any society. How's that going to work, do you think?
It's a fantastic question. I think partially the government is doing an excellent job of implementing initiatives to preserve a lot of the culture. Say you work in the government sector, then this is the formal attire or the uniform for working in the government sector. And that's something that they're very strict about. The communication is all done in Arabic, for example, in the government sector. Everybody speaks English, but the official communication is Arabic. So if you should be giving a speech or a presentation or you're speaking at a meeting, then it's all done in Arabic.
The fact is, like, anywhere you go around the world, we're quickly becoming global citizens. It is exaggerated in the UAE because, you know, the UAE nationals are a very small percentage of the total population, you know, so it's very easy for us to get lost. There's a new sense of identity coming up amongst Emiratis as well. So it's not just where we came from, but who are we today? Maybe, yes, maybe we are westernized as well.
And a lot of Westerners who see this show will, other than the clothes, would find this situation completely familiar, if not...
The same.
Exactly the same.
Somebody once said that, you know, the truth is human beings are more similar than they are different. And you're right. I mean, this sort of a setting, take away the clothes that we're wearing right now, but it could be any person, any country, any family doing the same thing.
As the city rebuilt, Ramsey's been keeping tabs on places like this. A green market where there's a newfound enthusiasm for artisanal and organic, and a real effort towards bringing together different regions and beliefs through a shared appreciation for food and cooking.
Hello, how are you? Bonjour, comment ça va? Very well.
A lot of that stems from this man's efforts, Kamal Muzawak, who created and runs Souk El Tayeb out of a parking lot in central Beirut.
Mona is from a very small village on the Lebanese border on the south. She makes a wonderful bread, and it's wheat that she grows herself.
Absolutely love it.
This is early 5 a.m. breakfast.
It tastes really, really just on the spot, fresh, delicious.
The idea to bring farmers and artisanal producers from every background from all over Lebanon together in one place. From southern coastal bread bakers to kibbeh specialists from the mountains, wild herbs and vegetables from the Bekaa Valley, and pastries made from almost forgotten recipes. They're all here.
This is very old-style mountain recipe.
Well, that looks good, really good, actually.
Right.
Oh, so then it's got to be good. Oh, that's awesome.
Souk El Tayeb has grown over the past 6 years from an experimental farmers market promoting small-scale producers to a vibrant organization which tries to preserve and promote traditional foodways, rural heritage, and natural, unmolested food sources.
Anthony, look, when it is the mulberry, beginning of the season. Anthony, look at these beautiful figs, dried figs.
Nice.
Seaweed pies, carrot kibbeh, olive bread, potato kibbeh, kibbeh with spinach.
That is really good. That's just great. Yeah.
So refreshing.
Yum.
I'm trying not to eat everything in sight, even though Kamal keeps enthusiastically shoving food at me, because I know that Ramsey and I are headed over to Taulet for lunch.
Would you like to taste more?
Sure.
Will you dive getting out of here?
Yeah, we haven't had lunch yet, and we're covered with sticky stuff and sugar, and we're in trouble. Half full.
This is something wonderful. You have to guess what it is. If you guess, you'll have a free sandwich. What is it, Anthony Bourdain?
It's a vegetable. It looks like
Really?
broccoli.
No, you lost. You're paying for your sandwich. It's thistle.
Oh, thistle.
Yeah.
Ah.
So this is like a real delicacy, and it's a completely forgotten dish. So they do
I've never
themselves.
had that before.
It's wonderful.
And I've been here a long time. That's crazy.
Down the road is Kamal's restaurant commissary concept, a sort of utopian showcase for the artisans at the market. A rotating cast of cooks and specialists take over the place, a different one each day, providing fresh, specifically regional foods at a very reasonable price. It's designed to be a neighborhood place, and it is, though people come from all over.
So all vegetables and ingredients here we get at the producers at the market, obviously. This is labneh, like our traditional dairy product. And
This I've got to have.
Lahma b'ajin is Armenian meat pie.
Gotta have that.
So good. Always good.
Seasonal salad of artichokes and fava beans.
Oh yeah. Pickles.
Pickles.
Now that's exciting. All right. This is fool.
Fool and balila. Well, you cannot pass over the most important dish, which is our real luscious breakfast. This is raw liver. It takes courage, raw fat, and raw meat.
I think you might be more courageous than me this time.
Really? You're not gonna try that?
Kind of gives me the shivers.
Really?
Yeah.
On this show, raw liver, it's so last week.
Totally low-tech. No fuss, no muss, communal seating, grab what you like at the buffet, everything made fresh, right in front of you. Sit and eat. Arak again. That's nice.
Chin chin. Ahla wa sahla.
I don't usually get so excited about greens, but it does look pretty good.
Love the sausages as well.
So let's see how Ramsey here likes his liver.
Right. Now you're going to get me into trouble.
Ramsey, you never ate raw liver?
I'm not a huge fan.
Eat.
Okay. Show me up to the world.
It's okay. See, there's a future for you in food television. I can do it.
If you can eat raw liver, you can do anything.
So Kamal, did this place make a concerted effort to mix it up as far as from different parts of the country, different religions? Is that part of the plan?
It's not part of the plan. It's like going beyond. Like we can have like differences of religion, politics. Fair enough. Like let's keep them aside. And this is why we created this open kitchen, where every single day a different producer, well, mainly women, not men, to be honest, would come and cook here. It's if we were like invited at her place for lunch, and like she's so proud and happy of what she is sharing with us.
Any pushback at all from anyone, or does everybody across the board seem to feel this is a pretty good idea?
Everyone from all across the board seems it's a very good idea. And this is like one of the real nationalistic issues, because in Lebanon, if there is maybe one structure that belongs to everybody, it's definitely food, definitely.
Time to get out of town for a while. Back in '06, we planned to make it out to the Bekaa Valley. So there's an appointment we'd set up 5 years ago that we have yet to keep, and some things still to see. This, for instance. Now, those of you who know me know that we usually don't do ruins and monuments and landmarks. But Baalbek, these are among the best preserved Roman ruins in the world. And like Angkor Wat or Machu Picchu, you gotta see this.
The town used to be called Heliopolis, right? So, city of the sun.
And you worship Venus, the goddess of love.
They worship
So
Venus.
probably a lot of boning in that temple.
A lot of boning, hell of a lot of boning.
Kind of amazing this is still standing.
Yeah. I mean, what's even more amazing is how the stone was transported here 7,000 years ago. But some of the columns are literally huge single pieces.
Walking around in this place, you really get a sense of the history. What it must have been like when the Romans were here buggering each other, eating and puking and doing the orgy thing. The original toga party. Anywho, I smell slow-cooked meat. Lamb, I believe, coming from not far away. And sure enough, after a brief walk across the temple complex, past the souvenir shop selling Hezbollah t-shirts, desk sets, and snow globes, we find Fern Al-Zahra, butcher shop and maker of the beloved meat-filled pastry called sviha.
Yale Butcher Shop in Baalbek. And the special thing about here is they have part of the mutton called liye, and that's this little fat part from the bum that they mix in with the rest of the ground lamb. So it's this very fatty bit of the lamb.
And you're mixing that in with the lean?
With the lean, exactly.
And the end result is called?
Sfiha.
Sfiha.
Yeah, so it's ha.
Let's see some sfiha.
Let's see some sfiha.
Basically, you got your lamb ground to order, lean to fat ratio as you like it. Tomato, parsley, and spices. Then in the oven and bake. Bite into the still searing hot meat and lamb grease, and your head floods with goodness.
There's no particular way to eat it. You can add salt, pepper, that's
sumac.
And that's just kha. So there's two kinds of pepper. You can add lemon if you like, but you don't have to. There's no particular
How do you
way.
like
I kind of like tasting it first, seeing how it is.
That's tasty. You know, the pastry's much lighter than it looks. These are, flaky, light, and I'll tell you, box of these, microwavable, sit in front of the tube, I'd be very, very happy.
Next door, Erbil's Central Market, smelling of spices and mysterious things. I guess it's technically an open-air market, but mercifully it's covered in sheet metal to block the blazing Iraqi sun. There's a whole lot of stuff in this market. Everything from toy guns to underwear to food. It's a dizzying maze of alleys and vendors. And somewhere in there, a traditional tea house. Perfect for a break with our local fixer, Hal West.
This is very famous, in our culture, especially after all the meals, we have to have the tea, For me, I have to have.
In Kurdistan, tea is what to drink. No coffee, no booze, and no women allowed.
Technically, Kurdistan is an independent republic. What is the technical name for it? An autonomous district?
It's a federal region.
A federal region, but it has its own parliament?
Yeah.
Basically its own government.
government.
To handle its own internal affairs.
Exactly. Different nation, different language, different custom, culture.
It is a culture without borders.
Without borders, yeah. A nation without state.
And what percentage of the oil in all of Iraq is in Kurdistan?
17%.
17%, that's
yeah.
a lot.
Yeah, and we have the right to sell.
That's nice.
Yeah, which is, you said independent. Hopefully we'll be independent one day. Because now, we have our own government, our own laws, parliament system, and the most important that we are selling oil.
Right.
So, which is almost
right. If you're financially independent.
So, yeah.
That's what independence really is.
Yeah, we are very enthusiastic for our future.
There are around 20 million Kurds in Turkey, about a quarter of the nation's population. Early in the 20th century, they were forcibly relocated en masse and exterminated. More recently, until only a few years ago, simply referring to yourself as a Kurd could get you imprisoned or worse. There were no Kurds in Turkey, only those mountain Turks who have simply forgotten their ancestry, as the official term went. Kurdish identity and aspirations are still a very, very sensitive subject around here. And this is the run-up to elections. Emotions run high. But at a little village near the outskirts of Mardin, people know who they are. The town, humble homes of farmers, are built literally on the foundations and walls of the ancient Roman city of Dara. It's pretty amazing. These men have gathered to celebrate the circumcision of the latest addition to the family. They are wheat farmers around here, pious, traditional. After a prayer, a sheep is slaughtered. Meat is distributed among the villagers after some is put aside for today's meal. The meat is fried in oil, then removed. And bulgur pahlavi, a rice-like cracked wheat, is cooked in the fat. When the bulgur is nearly finished, the meat is mixed back in. The village's religious leader, the imam, presides over the meal, and questions are often referred to him.
So the elections are coming up. What does this mean?
Hocam vedi av seçmago nud be haqiqi de maraq kindi be yani av khalqi Kurd görüşa çava.
Speaking freely on matters of Kurdish political aspirations or frustrations, there's a natural caution.
يعني ها أخواتي وحبكي شيء سر معي بقول جد تفسر يعني نوق بري أنا حتى
Kurdish people would like to rise their Kurdish party.
So they have candidates in the national elections.
Yeah, that's right.
About America, they're painfully, yet almost charmingly guileless in their curiosity, asking me about conspiracy theories widely held, if not endemic, through much of this part of the world.
Good question, Obama, whether he's a Muslim or not.
No.
Yeah.
I don't even bother to groan anymore when I hear this stuff. I just answer as best I can, knowing that I probably won't be believed in any case.
It's true that the building has been destroyed by the American people?
No. I know, I hear this a lot, but no. What do you think the future of Kurdish aspirations is here?
مني أن بيش الله يتشكي خوش شيء بقول يعني حد باش تبي خوش يعني إنسان تبيك إنك نوق بري يا راحتي شيء ويخوشي شيء وسربستي شيء أم بيو قناعتي دنا أن بيش الله ويخوش فيه
Democratic So let us say the key word is the freedom. They hope that everything will be very nice for the future of the Kurdish as well.
Turkey has greatly improved its behavior towards the Kurds lately, largely one guesses as it's been a huge obstacle to their hopes of joining the European Union. So things are better lately, a lot better. But it's another world from prosperous and ever-expanding Erbil across the border.